is a group of people, and you must understand, I'm not sensationalizing anything here. I'm actually quoting what they say about themselves. There's a group of people in this world, predominantly in America, in Western Europe, some in other places around the world. They believe that they are the enlightened ones. They believe that they have seen the light. They believe that they know better than you, that they understand better than you. They believe that they ought to make the decisions for you because all of you are incapable of taking the right decision. And by the way, they mock and ridicule politicians. The politicians are for them those who just dance before them and play before them. I'm talking about a cartel of international bankers, industrialists based mostly, as I said, in Western Europe and North America. But what we've been witnessing in this country is an ongoing madness orchestrated by this group of people to bring about something else. And they want you to understand that they've seen the light. They want you to understand, so they're using symbols that will allow you to understand the light that came, the all-seeing eye that is always there. They completely not acknowledging God Himself. They made sure it will be worshipped and it will be on your dollar bill. They made sure it will be everywhere. They made sure that those symbols will be inserted in the subconscious of every American, every person even around the world. And they make sure that while they may say that in God we trust, in actuality, it's actually not. I want you to know that there's a group of organizations. Some of them were founded in the early 1920s, some of them in the 30s, 50s, 60s, 70s. And this is just the last leg of organizations and secret societies that have been there throughout history for the longest time. I can actually draw a direct line from Genesis chapter 3 all the way to this. You see 1921, Council of Foreign Relations. You see 1930. You see 1954, the Bilderberg. You see 1968, the Club of Rome, the Trilateral Commission. And you see more and more and more things. Ladies and gentlemen, in one of those meetings of the Bilderberg in Germany, Baden, 1991, David Rockefeller himself said, it would have been impossible for us to develop our plan for the world if we had been subjected to the lights of publicity during those years. In other words, we're operating under the radar. But now, the world is now more sophisticated and prepared to march towards a world government. The supranational sovereignty of an intellectual elite and world bankers is surely preferable to the national autodetermination practiced in past centuries. Stand guilty. And he wrote it in his own book. You can read it. I want you to see something very interesting. The first of their commandments is what? Maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. In other words, a group of people that erected a bunch of stones as a monument, called them the guide stones. They are openly calling for the world to what? Reduce its population from 7.8 billion right now to 500 million only. And they're saying it has to be in perpetual balance with nature. This is what they say. This is out in the open. And then when you look carefully, who built it? The next slide, you can see it says that the sponsors are a small group of Americans who what? Who seek the age of reason.
Nou in, jongen. Hey. Nou in, jongen. Fuck deze shit. Doe maar, jongen. Nou in, jongen. Hey, back to the roots. Nou in, jongen. Dat er iemand boven staat, moet echt niet, jongen. Ik zou maar nog een waterbank gaan maken. Waterbank 2020.
Ja toch, doe maar. Hier.
Some of the most important ones are the Rothschild, the Rockefellers, Morgan, Lazarus, Warburg, Schroeder, and what? Schiff! I wish I could laugh. I wish I could laugh. But what we've been witnessing in this country is an ongoing madness orchestrated by this group of people to bring about something else. And they want you to understand that they've seen the light. They want you to understand, so they're using symbols. Symbols that will allow you to understand the light that came, the all-seeing eye that is always there. They completely not acknowledging God. I'm bringing you to a granite monument erected in 1980 in Elbert County in Georgia to those stones. They look nice. Several stones in several languages, Chinese and Hebrew and Arabic, Russian, English, of course. And when you zoom in please, I want you to see something very interesting. The first of their commandments is what? Maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. In other words, a group of people that erected a bunch of stones as a monument, called them the guide stones. They're openly calling for the world to what? Reduce its population to 7.8. So when you want to reduce birth, just make sure that it's not male and female, so they cannot do it. That's the only way it can be done. Near that. Van concluded, therefore, from an academic point of view, it is indeed possible that the amino acids were added to COVID-19 in the lab by humans. And now I'm looking at the map of the rest of the world. If a world leader wants to control people, all he needs to do is give them as many drugs as possible so he can easily control them. John 3. For everyone practicing evil hates the light and does not come to the light, lest his deeds should be exposed. But he who does the truth comes to the light, that his deeds may be clearly seen that they have been done in God. Ephesians 5 says, for you were once darkness, but now you are light in the Lord. Walk as children of light, for the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness, righteousness, and truth. Finding out what is the acceptable to the Lord, and have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather what? Expose them. That's what I'm doing right now, right here. And anyone that is exposing one of these things, two of these things, three of these things, is doing the right thing. Final words. Revelation doesn't end in chapter 18. And he showed me a pure river of water of life, clear as crystal, proceeding from the throne of God and the Lamb, and in the middle of its street. And on either side of the river was the tree of life, which bore 12 fruits. And then I want to continue, and then there shall be no light there in that place. They need no lamp, nor light of the sun, for the Lord gives them light, and they shall reign forever and ever. The time is near. And then he said to me, these words are faithful and true, he said. And the Lord God of the holy prophets sent his angel to show his servants the things which must shortly take place. Jesus said, behold, I'm coming quickly. Blessed is he who keeps the words of the prophecy of this book. And behold, I'm coming quickly, and my reward is with me to give to everyone according to his work. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. Blessed are those who do his commandments, and they may have the right to the tree of life.
En op een gegeven moment komt Jezus daar terug voor zijn bruid, voor zijn kerk die hij gekocht heeft met zijn bloed.
Absoluut.
Komt hij ons halen.
Ja.
En nou, misschien wat we doen, hè, als een cliffhanger.
Ja.